Good morning, everyone. Pam Cook with you this morning, and we are broadcasting from Liberty HealthShare for a very, very special day, calling it a day of sharing. And in an effort to help out the Stark area food banks, pantries, Liberty HealthShare has come up with 5 organizations in our community that are fighting hunger currently. And they want to give them a little bit of help. As a matter of fact, they've chosen these 5, and each will get a $5,000 check investing $25,000 to help feed the hungry in Stark County. So let's do this first. A big round of applause because what an awesome effort. And we're going to start out this morning. I have Mike Fairless and Bob Kintig with me, Executive Vice Presidents for Liberty. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
So tell me, how did this all come to fruition?
Well, we take seriously our commitment to be a force for good in the community. So we want to do that. And then we also have our Sharing Hearts Fund that we do for wellness, pediatric wellness, and those types of things. And then many of us serve in local food banks. So we are well aware of the shortage of food on shelves in the food banks at this particular time. So we thought that would be a really good thing to do right now, especially coming through here. And we're kind of in between our Sharing Hearts Fund for pediatric wellness.
And an extraordinary need, as we'll hear talking to these folks today.
Absolutely.
How did you choose these organizations?
Yeah, great question. I mean, we know throughout Stark County, there are many organizations that are really trying to help the need of the community that's out there. So when we took a look around, we knew we had to narrow that down. So we kind of selected 5 organizations, throughout the community that were kind of strategically placed throughout that really could make a positive impact and try to help as many people out there in need as possible. So geographic location, just being able to really tap into the community that's out there. And with this too, our hope is to really draw other organizations and individuals, so many communities in need, so many other organizations. There's a great opportunity for all of us to kind of find those areas of need within our own communities and kind of help give back as well.
And talk about the pediatric wellness. You mentioned that. Talk about what that plan is.
Our pediatric wellness plan, we've been doing it this year. So we so far have helped 12 families. We try and help with eye and dental checkups, and then further we do medical needs as well. So we've done that for this year, and we've helped so far 12 families, and we have distributed over $40,000 to those individuals, and watching those families, how it changes those families' lives. These are people in need. They apply, they go through and do it. And we will do another one of those in spring. So we'll start that program up as well.
And I was fortunate enough to be here when we talked about this.
We appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
and just amazed me at the whole plan, and glad to hear that it's working so well for you guys.
Yeah.
That's a big part of your mission, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we are, without a doubt, we're here to help the people in our community, especially those in need and those who cannot help themselves. We are a ministry, and it's biblical, and we are Christian, and that's what our job is.
So what are you hoping to accomplish giving the $5,000 to these 5 organizations?
Yeah, very simple. We definitely want to give you guys the opportunity and these organizations the ability to put food in people's bellies. And really, that's what it's all about. Helping these organizations be able to assist those in need. And again, encourage as many people, as many organizations as possible, come alongside, help these organizations out. Let's, try to make the best positive impact we can as we move forward.
All right. Well, we want to find out about these organizations. So that's what we're going to do now. We'll kind of switch out the chairs, and we'll have Stephanie Sweeney come over from the Stark County Hunger Task Force. And again, as I said, it's a very special day. This is a time for folks to be kind of thinking of others, and that's exactly what Liberty HealthShare is doing on this day of sharing. And appreciate you gentlemen explaining some of the choices that you made. And Stephanie, a good friend of WHBC. We work together so much, Steph. So I know what it's like for you and what you deal with at the Stark County Hunger Task Force. So explain to people who may just be finding out about what your organization does.
Sure. So we are first and foremost a pantry support network. Most of the folks you'll hear from today are part of our pantry network. So we were really glad to see that the community was supporting our network pantries. So what that means to be a network partner is we provide financial and logistical support to pantries all across the county. Some pantries they're fully funded by us. Some, but they get, maybe like 300, 400 a month to kind of help supplement what they're not getting from the community, just so we can get food into all the high need neighborhoods in our community. We also have a pantry at the Goodwill campus. That's where we are physically housed. That's open right now as we speak, serving 5,000 people a month. We have our Backpack for Kids program. So we go beyond the pantries in the community as well. And that's a weekend meal program where we are providing 2,375 weekend bags of food to children in 19 schools and 3 library locations. So we keep growing every year, and we couldn't grow and serve the community without the folks who are here in the room today.
So let's talk a little bit about how it's changed for you, like in the last 6 months even, right?
It has been a challenging year. So we did lose some federal funding. So that was a bit of a challenge, but we have been able to make up for that during the past couple of months. The past 3 weeks were something that we weren't really prepared for with the cuts to SNAP benefits. So we were hearing from our pantries on a daily basis. Some pantries are running out of food. Some pantries were just completely inundated with people to where they were serving 100 to 200 more people with each distribution. On our campus, where our pantry is located, we actually had 300 people show up in 1 week that couldn't get a ticket to our pantry. That was really challenging. We referred them to our network pantries because we are in a campus that's shared with 20 other nonprofits. We do have to have a more precise way of distributing so that we don't disrupt any other programs on campus. But it has been very, very challenging for pantries this year, in particular the past few weeks. So Liberty HealthShare stepping up to serve the community and support these pantries is very, very much appreciated right now and very much needed right now.
So you'll use this money for getting more donations and things like that, helping out, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So one thing that people don't realize is pantries do buy the food that's on their shelves. I think people think it's donated. We do get some items that are free, but most of the food is purchased. So our pantries could, take this funding. We can take this funding and just fill our shelves, especially right now as the holidays are right around the corner.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, I know you are just one of the organizations benefiting from this day of sharing today and can certainly use it for sure.
Yes, most definitely.
All right, Stephanie Sweeney, Stark County Hunger Task Force. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And next, we're going to bring in Christy Woods. Also, Christy and I have a long history together and tend to show up at all the same places, right?
Good friends run in good circles.
That's right. That's right. And Christy's with Refuge of Hope. So explain to folks what Refuge of Hope is.
So Refuge of Hope is located in downtown Canton, just a block away from the SARTA Transit Center, just off of Tusk and Cherry. Our mission is to glorify and serve God by providing hot, nutritious meals for men, women, and children in our community, not just those experiencing homelessness, but just struggling to make ends meet or needing companionship, our older adults, hoping that maybe they're not choosing to buy groceries or pay a utility, buy that prescription or purchase a meal so they can come down and have meals 9 times a week. We also are helping homeless men transition from homelessness to independence. So far this year, we've moved almost 80 men into their own apartments
That's
who were
fantastic.
once living on the streets or
Yeah.
in cars or, whatever their circumstances were here in downtown Canton. And very excited to say that next year at this time, we'll be sheltering women. We broke ground on a women's shelter on our
That's
campus.
great.
So that's underway.
Mm.
And we do all of these things with an opportunity to provide hope through Jesus Christ.
And the mission has grown. I mean, I know from the time that you started there at Refuge of Hope, and even from when they first began, it's amazing what you guys are accomplishing now.
It is, and we celebrate the fact that we can do that, and yet it's still bittersweet because the need to do that is meaning that, the needs in our community are greater than they once were when I first started, or when we started almost 25 years ago. We celebrate our 25th anniversary next year, but ideally we would, like to see us not have to do the things that we're needed to do because everybody has what they need, and we're just not there yet.
And has it gotten worse for you as well? I mean, over the last 6 months or so,
Well,
or
I think we were all kind of bracing for impact with a lot of the uncertainty about benefits and what that was going to mean for our families and how they were going to make ends meet by the end of the month. We naturally see an increase in the number of guests coming for meals at the end of the month compared to the beginning of the month. But with that uncertainty of their SNAP benefits, we really were thinking, oh my gosh, what's this going to mean for us? How do we supply that need? And, there are some things that are being worked out, but even just think of your groceries rising, the
Yeah.
cost of your the food that we purchase is increasing as well. And for the first year in about almost 10 years, we had to actually purchase meat. That's one thing that is generously
Wow,
donated
okay.
over and over and over again. And we had to put a big meat order in recently. We had one lonely turkey in the freezer as Thanksgiving was approaching, and put the word out there. And our church partners and our donors have come forward, and they're cooking turkeys up right now, getting ready for next week
Wow.
already. So the mission always is met with a lot of sincere generosity, and our community just expresses that love to those that really need that.
What does the $5,000 mean to you guys?
Oh my gosh, we could do so many different things with $5,000. I mean, just the cost of meals alone, we're at about an average of $3.18 per meal. So think about how many people you can feed with $5,000.
Oh, yeah.
Not that it costs our guests anything, but that's the average cost if it were to cost them something. We're constantly having to buy underwear. It's a funny thing to talk about, but when our guests come to the clothing ministry, that's the number one requested item.
Wow.
Because we take in used and gently used donations of clothing, but we don't give away used underwear, to be clear. And so if we don't get donations of new packages of underwear, that's the thing that we have to purchase for the clothing ministry most often.
Wow.
So, yep, that'll help out.
Well,
Dignity.
And so when we're on that, yeah, dignity for sure. And while we're on that subject, can people help? How can they help you also?
So many great ways.
Yeah.
Financial contributions are very easily done on our website at refugeofhope.org. You could stop in, take a tour, write a check, drop off a cash donation. All forms of payment are welcome. But then also those donations of in-kind items, like I said, churches that do undie Sundays where they do a collection, or a collection of socks. Right now, hopefully you're seeing our Layers of Hope boxes all over the community, where we're taking in new and gently used coats, hats, gloves, scarves, all of the things to layer our guests with love and warmth this winter. Blankets, hygiene products are always requested. I was serving in the clothing ministry earlier this week, and we were out of deodorant. And
Wow.
so to someone who comes in and says, hey, can I get some deodorant, and have to say, I'm sorry, we're out today.
Yeah.
And check back later this week. That's hard. That's hard to say no.
And this will help you not have to say we're out, correct?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, explaining that, because I know that all of this money is going to be put to great use.
I promise. Thank you so much.
Okay. And again, we were talking Refuge of Hope, Christy Woods with us, and I want to bring in Jeff Dayton, North Canton Cares Pantry, and Jeff's going to tell us all about the pantry in North Canton, in case you've not heard about it. And this is all part of Liberty HealthShare, a day of sharing. We are live right now on our YouTube channel on 1480 WHBC and Facebook. And these interviews will live there. So you can go and find them anytime and go back and listen and share them and let folks know what a good thing Liberty HealthShare is doing here. Not only that, but also a better insight into these 5 organizations. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So talk to me a little bit about the North Canton Cares Pantry.
About 6 years ago, the North Canton City School District came up and asked us if we could help them with the food insecurity need within the district. At that time, it was estimated to be about 20% within North Canton. We've come to learn it's way higher. We had just moved into our church building, the Summit Church. I'm a pastor there. And I said, well, we have a space to serve food. We have nowhere to put the food. I can't store anything here. We had broken out through the whole building and had no space. And they said, well, we have a local businessman you might want to be willing to work with. And they introduced me to a local brewer who allowed us to store food. And that's what started everything. We started with serving 16 families. And in the last 6 years, we've been able to serve over 15,000 families throughout North Canton and build some great relationships within the community.
Yeah, and when you and I don't mean this to sound the way it's going to sound, but North Canton, people, the hunger exists there, but I don't think anybody that would be a first community on their mind.
Right, and it's surprising all the little pockets of folks that are transient that we seek to help out, people who don't even speak English. We seek to serve and love them and be the hands and feet of Christ to each one of those families.
So how is this $5,000 going to impact you guys?
In a huge way. I mean, we in the last 2 to 3 months, we've moved into a permanent location. We're no longer serving out of the church. We have our own private kind of a free grocery store space. And since we've moved in, we are serving 80% more people. Wow. And it's really become overwhelming. And we're really excited with all the people we get to love and serve in this new location. And they're really thankful. It also helps the fact that we're not tearing up the church and setting up every single time, which makes our folks really happy. And my congregation was getting tired of hearing, okay, let's stack our chairs 5 to 7 high and turn this into a grocery store this Sunday. And now we have a place that's always set up. And what's even better is our warehouse is attached to it.
Okay.
So the fear would we run out of food? Now we can just go into the back to the area and get more food because God's richly blessed us. And this $5,000 will help us to continually replenish all the food items we receive. We also serve a lot of hygiene products for folks. Anything we can to bless and serve families. And we're really thankful. We've estimated that for $25 a month, you can serve a family 2 weeks. Wow. And we're really thankful to be able to do that for folks.
And tell us where the location is again.
So we are now, we moved actually just down the road. We were at 1300 Pittsburgh at the Summit Church, but now we're just down the road at Mayfair, 5948 Mayfair Road. We're in the south end of the Mayfair Plaza. Big sign there, and we serve folks in the North Canton City School District, which is 6 zip codes, which kind of expands us pretty far out to other districts. But we also serve any veteran, veteran widow, military widow, regardless of where they live, and that has brought people all over the place. We've got some great stories.
I can imagine. I think it's a wonderful, the expansion in that part of the county. That's a great thing that you have that area.
Yes. And
people understand that. That's awesome. And tell me how people can help you if they're listening right now and they want to help.
There's a lot of ways to connect with us. The best place to start would probably be our website, nccpantry.com. There they can find ways to volunteer. If they're looking for doing food drives, we have lists of food that we're always in need of. And if they want to give, there's ways to donate, whether that through the website, donating checks, whatever people would like to do. We really appreciate that. I mean, we have big companies like Seco Machine is offering us pallet shelving, which doesn't sound like important, but if you see our warehouse, we have pallets of food and we need to get things up off the floor and around because we're kind of walking shoulder to shoulder through there. And we want to make the best use of our space. So if I could take a moment, I want to introduce a new gentleman.
This please do.
Mr. Matt Isle. He is our new executive director. I'm good for nothing. He is a great guy who's come in to bless our community. He was a retired principal in the North Kansas City School District, and he's come on doing a much better job than even I have done at loving and serving these folks. And he has taken the pantry to the next level. And I'm just really thankful for him and
Yeah.
glad to introduce him.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us
It's-
a little bit about,
Well, after
how-
35 years
yeah.
in public education, I retired in December, and I was really planning on just being retired and hanging out with my dog and maybe taking up golf or something. And a group of pastors had a different idea, and ultimately God had a different idea with the plan. And a government shutdown was not on the bingo card when I said, sure, I'd love to do this. But here we are. And, I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. And I was just so thankful. Our entire group of volunteers are so thankful that we were able to have a new facility set up and running several months before the influx of, we were serving between 70 and 100 families coming through the Summit Church. And last Monday we had 235 come through. On Monday, we're going to be doing our next 2-week giveaway with lots of turkeys. But yeah, a year ago, I was worried about my first graders going to be learning how to read and state report cards and things. Now I'm laying awake worrying about, are we going to have enough turkeys to give out? And Jeff just keeps telling me that, Matt, it's God's in control.
They just show up.
This is
Right.
not what we
That's
need to be
right.
worrying about. And I'm like, perfect. And, but what sold me on the North Canton Cares Pantry and this entire food insecurity network here in Stark County is that we have one another's backs, and everybody's heart's in the right place. And thanks to Liberty HealthShare and other organizations like them, people are willing to step up in a really big way to make sure that no one goes hungry. We are the richest country in the world. No one should be going to bed without food in their bellies. So that's what I'm really excited about, to be just a small part in this whole thing. So
Well, we welcome you.
thank you.
I'm sure it's going to get better and better.
It's
It is. Even if it gets worse and worse, it's
Well-
still going to get better for you because the mission will be,
and
from
ultimately,
here.
what will this money do?
Yeah.
It's going to bring hope. It's going to bring hope to our people. We allow people to go through our pantry with shopping carts. They actually shop for food. And we have a team of volunteers that actually push the carts out to the cars, for example, just so we can connect in a little bit deeper way.
yeah.
And carry on that conversation. And the overall sentiment is just, they're just truly grateful. And
Yeah.
I get to hear it I get to
Mhm.
hear it, and that fills my heart with joy. And oftentimes the people that are writing the checks, they don't get to hear that. They just assume that it's happening. So I love to have this platform to be able to tell people that, if you can donate to our food pantry or any food pantry or the Akron Canton Food Bank for that matter, we promise that those dollars are going to go a really long way in making sure that our community is well taken care of.
And it does all go back to that respect thing that Christy was talking about, being able to
Absolutely.
push your shopping cart out, go to your car.
Dignity.
Dignity. That's
Yes.
right. That's right. So, well, thank you, gentlemen, so much, and appreciate it. And congratulations on the $5,000.
Oh,
Thank you
we're
very much.
over the moon excited. So
Very
thank
good.
you.
Very good. I'm so happy. All right. We also, there's just so many organizations in Stark County that are helping folks. And right now we're going to bring Major Robert Kramer, Salvation Army of Canton, right down the street from the radio station, our neighbor. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
Good to have you. Good to have you. So,
Good to be
I think everybody recognizes the name, the Salvation Army and the Red Kettles and all of those things. But talk a little bit about the things that you guys are doing right now.
Yeah, right now we are certainly gearing up with our kettles. You probably already saw those out at the stores. They're out there raising the needed funds that will help us provide our services this year. Coming up, it not only takes care of Christmas, but it'll take care of us into the new year. But we also have the angel trees, which are out there. Take a tag and be able to buy a gift for a kid so that they will have a gift under their tree for Christmas. And we provide a number of children with a beautiful Christmas meal, as well as the angel tree program where they'll have something to wake up to.
Yeah.
I was a blessed child, was able to wake up and eager anticipation, wonder what was going to be under that Christmas tree. And I was blessed to see things there. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to wake
I
up on
know.
a Christmas morning, be a child, and have no sense of anticipation and wonder
Yeah.
for it. But our community is able to step up and help us to meet those needs so that no child in this area has to go without a beautiful Christmas morning
Yeah.
and as well a good Christmas meal to be able to enjoy with their family.
Because it's not right. They shouldn't do that. There's just not right to have that happen for anybody,
Yes.
right? So locally, here in Canton, what kinds of things have you faced over say, the last 6 months or so? What have you been dealing with?
We've definitely seen the increase of need coming to our food pantry, even people coming to our shower program where they have an opportunity, particularly those who are homeless, to be able to just put on some good, clean clothes, get a nice, good shower, be able to have a nice hot meal, and be able to um, be given some assistance and services that might help them to no longer be homeless, but get connected with the systems that are available that can maybe get them on the road, on the path to recovery and on the path to basically being homed and
Yeah.
housed. I mean, I like to use the word home versus house because we all want a home.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, we don't want just a house. We want a home to be able to live in and loved ones around us to support us. And that's what we try to be for people, a family, a place where you can go and receive the support and the love that you need and the care and people who have your back. But a big part of that is we're finding so many people are finding that the basic necessities of food and clothing are definitely lacking. And so we're there to help fulfill that and meet those needs of what we're finding in our community.
And for folks who maybe are just tuning in, checking in, Liberty Health Shares Day of Sharing, $25,000 in total, 5,000 to each of the 5 organizations that will make a difference in Stark County, no doubt about it. What's that $5,000 going to do for the Salvation Army in Canton?
It's an answer to prayer. I know that my wife told me before I left, she said, make sure you mention the importance of people being able to have milk, eggs, and cheese available in their diet. And if you've been to the grocery store recently and picked some of that stuff up, you know what it is. Now, my wife typically picks it up, but she tells me it's costing a lot more. And so this kind of money will definitely be able to go to help us to make sure we can provide those types of things and other stable foods that people need in order to have a good, well-balanced diet in their life. And it's just one of those things that we're happy to be able to partner with so many wonderful people in this community to be able to make sure that no one goes hungry. And if anyone is hungry, please reach out to our agency or another agency that has the ability to serve and help you to meet your food insecurity needs that you're coming upon.
How do they reach you at the Salvation Army?
They could call our phone number, and another way is just stop by.
Mhm.
I would love to meet you. My wife would love to meet you, our staff, and be able to find a way that we would be able to help you. You might have other needs than just food that you're looking for, and we might be able to connect you with that.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of the luck in this holiday season and
you.
using that money. We know it's going to go to great use with you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks so much. And we want to continue to talk about the Salvation Army. Brenda, I'm going to bring Brenda over. Brenda Stottsberry is with the Salvation Army in Massillon. And we know that the Salvation Army, like we said, the red kettles are out, and that's something that we always recognize, right? We recognize that the big fundraising things, but there's more to it than just a red kettle.
Yes. As we gear up to the Red Kettle campaign, we have other partners in the organization around our community, which Massillon is a very generous community. We have somebody sponsoring our hams for Christmas, for our Christmas boxes. But this money that is being donated today is going to help purchase more food for the food boxes. We have a greater need this year. It's been online. We've been taking applications since October. and the need has grown probably 20% from last year.
Wow.
And I have been very busy. I'm the pantry coordinator for Maslin, and I have seen an increase in just elderly people coming in, and with the SNAP benefits being cut off, they're like, we just can't make it. Do you have, and mine's the choice pantry. So they get to come in, they get to do their own shopping.
Okay.
And it, it blesses my heart because being able to help people, and 9 times out of 10, they're always thanking me or blessing me. And I said, no, it's a blessing for me to be able to do it for you.
That's wonderful. That probably
Yes.
makes them feel very, very good. I'm sure.
And I pray with a lot of people
Yeah.
around. It's part of my ministry.
And that's why, and I think we had mentioned before, coming to the Salvation Army, it's not just about coming in and, picking up cheese and eggs and milk, or, or going to the pantry. It's a whole process, a whole mission, right?
Yes, we help out the homeless. We also help out with your utilities, your rent, everything like that. We are open Monday through Friday, unless it's a holiday. And then this Thanksgiving, we are preparing a meal. We are, I'm actually one of the cooks. Last year we had 130. This year we expect about 200.
That's
And the need is great. Maslin is a very giving community. So
Yeah.
this money is going to help out a lot towards the pantry.
Where's the Salvation Army located in Maslin?
315 6th Street. We have the whole entire block. Everybody can see us by the big red shield that's on our building. It's a newer building because they just built it in 2011. So,
Okay.
but it's open all the time. Our chapel's open for everybody. We just did decorations.
And people can come in and visit and ask questions and get help and
There's a staff of 5 people that any one of us can help you with whatever need you need. We can answer any question pretty much that anybody has. We have a lot of, like, on Fridays, we do a hot meal, which is going on in a little bit. And anybody can come to the hot meal. It's we don't call it a soup kitchen anymore. We call it a community meal. So that anybody can come to the community meal, and if they need anything during that time, we'll be happy to provide it with them if we have it.
well, and the $5,000 you mentioned is going to go to the food boxes. So
Mhm.
you'll have a ham in there, but then you can add like the fixins, right?
Yes, it'll be a whole complete Christmas dinner plus extras, because we know the kids are home during the holidays, and so there'll be staples in there like peanut butter and jelly and bread and stuff like that. But yes,
Awesome. Well, I thank you for sitting down with me today
You're very welcome.
and sharing, because I think it's important that everybody knows first of all the agencies that this money is going to help, but also the locations around Stark County. There's a lot of different places throughout the county, not just, in Canton or, different places. So I think that's a good thing that you had a minute to share with everybody.
and I have a list of all pantries. So
Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. And again, this is $25,000, $5,000 per organization. And I know that we'll have a check presentation coming up in a little bit, but we're gonna kind of wrap our discussion up right now. Again, we'll bring Mike and Bob back in, and I don't know about you fellas, but that, it's pretty heartwarming to see all of this and the gratitude that comes from these folks.
Yeah, I mean, I think she summed it up. The need in the community is great, and the ability just to be able to kind of help these organizations out, to provide some financial assistance. Our hope is that can take and help to make a difference and help these organizations serve the community. So it's a real blessing to hear all the work that they do, and we're just happy to be able to help out.
I think the other part of this is not only, hearing from them and helping. Again, it's the awareness because I just don't think that everybody in Stark County is aware of all of the opportunity and the help that's out there for them if they need it.
And thanks to you, we've done that today. We'll appreciate that. And I want to say, well, Bob and I were just talking, our job here is very simple. We're going to give checks out. When you listen to all of that, then they all have to go to work now. They have to go
Yeah.
find the food, source food, get it affordably, then turn around and find the people to serve it and work and volunteer. I also would be remiss if I didn't say Tim Bryan, our Vice President of Communications and Marketing here, is also key in this, and his team, they do a ton of work for our Sharing Hearts Fund for pediatric care as well. So they've done a lot and they continue to do that. But we here today, Bob and I put on a suit and we talked to you, and then we're going to hand out a check. So it is good. They need help. They need more help.
And I would imagine that you're hoping it inspires others, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as everybody's heard today, there are so many opportunities to give and help out in the different communities and to provide support. So yes, we truly hope this encourages other organizations. There are a lot of great businesses and organizations in this community and individuals. If there's a way and you can find it in your heart to help these organizations, I know they would greatly appreciate it, and a lot of people would as well. So
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
Thank you. I'm glad that we could be here. I'm just going to run down real fast the 5 organizations because if you are interested in adding to the total for these folks or volunteering, any of those things, I know that they would love for you to do it. Of course, we talked with Stephanie Sweeney, Executive Director of the Stark County Hunger Task Force. Also, Christy Woods with Refuge of Hope, Jeff Dayton, North Canton Cares Pantry, Major Robert Kramer from the Salvation Army in Canton. Also, Brenda Stottsberry with the Salvation Army in Massillon. And you guys did all, like you said, came in, put this together, and I'm glad to be able to be a part of it. And we're going to take a little break here on our YouTube and Facebook Live. And when we come back, we will have the check presentation. And we'll see some big smiles when we come back. So stay tuned.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back to Liberty HealthShare. Pam Cook with you with just 5 organizations. I told you there would be big smiles. That's what we have right now. It is the moment we've all been waiting for. Liberty HealthShare presenting $25,000, $5,000 each to these organizations. Let's bring in the check. Woo! All right, there you go. Congratulations to all of you, and thanks to Liberty HealthShare for being such a big part and making the community a big part of their mission. And we appreciate that, and I know you guys do too. Thank you. Don't drop the big check.